feel like because the time is very, you know, Maghrib is straight away actually.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
it goes fast as well.
Fast.
Yeah.
Because the days are shorter, so you just got everything just so compact. And it's just really quick, that's why.
Yeah.
It's like a cycle, you know, every day's like a loop. Like you do the same thing.
Yeah, it's same thing every single day.
Exactly, yeah.
But I'm gonna miss the routine. I'm really
100%. You know what I'm gonna miss? I'm gonna miss Tarawih so much. I
Yeah.
love going, like just that atmosphere and feeling, you know, everyone's just together. I see
it's
so
nice.
many people that I know, and like it's just so fun.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
like the community, like it's like heartwarming when everyone's there.
Surprisingly, I've actually not been to Tarawih this year, like at mosque. I've always prayed at home.
Yeah.
I do intend to go
Yeah.
on one of the nights. I don't tend to go like a lot every single day. I tend to pray at home, but yeah, I do intend to go. It is quite nice. I love the environment. I love it. It's so nice. But probably in the last 10 nights, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, because that's when everyone comes in.
Yeah, it's a lot
I remember
busier.
like random Tuesdays, like day 15 or something. It'll be so like there'll be such less people, and then towards the end, it's like people are like rushing to get space. So people come super early.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming a lot of people come on like Fridays and Saturdays because like school or whatever. It's not, is it normally busy like Monday to Thursday?
I feel like from the start of the week to the end of the week it is busy, but from Tuesday to like Thursday it's not busy. Because I feel like a lot of people, because of their commitments, like family commitments and work commitments, you know, some people can't make that far of a stretch by going to Tarawih. You know, it's good to put in the effort, but you know, it's understandable that some people can't do it. So yeah,
that makes sense. It's really nice.
How have you guys been finding Ramadan and your studies? Obviously, because you're two A-level students, so how are you doing?
I don't think I want to start. The amount of deadlines is crazy. Like literally yesterday night I was thinking, right, I think I'm gonna have to stay up till Saturday because I need to revise, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it's stressful because I think about how much I need to get done, and I think, wait, now I have to balance all that, so I'm like, both. It's going good, alhamdulillah. It's a lot better than I expected, but it's very stressful. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
Especially because it's so intense. Like you might think, like, you know, if you're younger, GCSEs or like one of that serious. And it's like the older you get, the more you realise that it was easier back in the days.
Exactly, like take me back.
So easy, like I thought that it was like whatever. But then the older you get, obviously the more responsibilities you have as well. And then being able to balance all of that, and then okay, what's my priority? What do I do first? What do I give more time to, etc. But
like our GCSE, I think our season was 2024. We had Easter in Ramadan, and my routine then was literally, I miss it so much. I used to revise until Sahri, and then after Sahri go sleep, and then like wake up around iftar time, and then like it was like that kind of cycle. Now I can't really do that, but
it's nice when holidays fall in Ramadan as well. We only had, how many days did we have? Like
half the holidays.
3 days.
Yeah, because it was like 4 days.
Because it started on Wednesday and Thursday. So Friday, Saturday. I think like a good 4 or 5 days. But to be fair, that's still pretty good.
But we've got 2 weeks for Easter and we've got holidays, but that's going to be after Eid. It's easy when you're at home, that's why.
100%. How have you been finding it as well with your studies?
Similar, because like, as you said, like it's just getting harder, and then like by the time you come home, it'll be like what 5, and then what iftar is soon, Maghrib soon, and then like just being able to balance everything. It's hard, you know. It's really hard, and then at the same time being able to do well in both. It's not like pick and choose. You gotta do both, but then do enough of both at the same time. You don't want to flop one or the other. Like you've got to have both of them at the same time, which can be hard.
I think I touched on this in like the previous show. It's just about like being as productive as you possibly can, but at the same time like reminding yourself to not compare yourself to the other people's worshipping ibadah, because obviously it all depends on you, and you shouldn't compare yourself like, oh, they did more, I'm doing less. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Do as much as you possibly can, and try to make more effort in Ramadan, definitely.
Because everyone's different. Everyone's got their own life.
Exactly. Everyone has their own routine as well. You don't know what people are doing in the morning, people are doing in the night. It's completely different to you, especially. So you know, with me as well, with my routine, I say it's pretty hectic on a normal day. So in Ramadan, it's just even 10 times harder. So then balancing like revision, homework, deadlines, as well as all of like trying to do ibadah, and you know, dhikr as much as I can. It's just like finding that right amount of balance, and you know, I think once you find that good ratio, then
that is true.
How have you guys been finding your iftars as well?
Love it. Absolutely love it. You know what? I feel like I saw a lot of people this year having healthier options. Like,
I can see.
I can't relate. My family just can't relate.
Oh my gosh.
We've just been having fry every day. I don't think we can match this whole like having good food, healthy food. No, I can't.
I've been trying to control it. You know the air fryer?
Yeah.
At the same time, you only put food in the air fryer, it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah.
And you only put fries in the air fryer, and you have it like outside, it's different.
No, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Everyone's different, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
especially if you're coming from different cultures. Like, if you come from a culture that's, you know, has like oily food or dry food. Not dry food isn't like taste wise.
Yeah,
like, texture
yeah.
wise. But yeah, it's just different. Everyone's.
It is.
Yeah, nah, I feel like with me, I started Ramadan, I was like, okay, I'm gonna actually put in the effort and be healthier. I'm gonna drink this many cups of water. I'm gonna have the right amount of protein, carbs, and everything, so I can have a good, like, nutritious diet,
Yeah.
as well as fasting at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the Asian family,
Does it
it's
work?
a bit hard. Like, I've seen the first day, I thought that okay, you know, I'm just gonna eat main food. First day, tell me why I walk in the kitchen, there's already something on the table.
Yeah.
Already, straight away.
Yeah.
Wow.
And what I think about it is so unhealthy for us.
No, it is.
It's really bad. Because
You know what? I didn't even clock that we're eating it like almost every single day for a month. That is so
and
bad.
it's the first thing we eat after fasting for so
Yeah.
long. Like you're on an empty stomach and you're having this full heavy food.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's
why people
really
say
bad.
it's
Yeah.
good to like start off with like, you know, you start as having light or like
Yeah, like
Yeah.
fruits. And
fruits and
Yeah.
then like maybe like soup
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something that's light on your stomach.
Yeah.
And then you can go through muffin whatever and then you can have your means.
Yeah.
But by the time you have your means you'll be like you won't be as hungry.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you'll be better, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the beauty of fasting as well, like how fast you get full after a day of like hunger and thirst.
Yeah,
It's so crazy. Like what? Like I could eat one watermelon and I'm done.
Yeah. It's like, you know, when you go shopping and you're fasting,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm gonna have this and this and this iftar, and then I'm gonna buy so much. When you get home and it's actually iftar time, and my eyes were just hungry,
Yeah.
I can't eat that much myself.
So it's literally about like even like food in terms of before iftar, like when we're making food, we're like we're gonna eat this and this and this, and then at the end it's always spare, and we're just like, oh my god, like we shouldn't have burned this much.
Yeah.
And by the end of Ramadan, you don't have anything left.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
you're getting scraps.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I feel like that's the same with me as well. Like, yeah, as I said, I wanted to have a healthy diet. Lady did not, you know, compromise, did not work out. Inshallah, you know, throughout the days, I'll be having a healthier diet. You know, it's not even about having healthy, but eating in moderation as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. Like, it's okay. Like, you can have fry-ups, but you know, a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I get carried away a lot.
Yeah.
I love fry-ups.
Yeah.
So I
Who
literally,
doesn't?
I don't know if it's the same with you guys, but I'll just keep eating.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. I have it all on my plate, take out the sauces, and it's just on. Like, I just keep going.
Yeah.
Really bad.
So stop it.
Okay, but because we're gonna end up carrying on talking about food for the entire.
It's literally 12. I think we've got a good time to this time.
Yeah. This is a good time to move away from the food, otherwise I'll get hungry again.
Real.
Yeah. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the story of Nuh alayhi salam. Now, Nuh alayhi salam was such an amazing prophet in Islam. He had an amazing character, and he is such an amazing prophet to talk about because so much happened in his story, and there are so many values that we can learn as Muslims from the story of Nuh alayhi salam. If you guys want to ring in on the studio line, please do, and you know, you can talk about what we're talking about. You can also talk to us about how your Ramadan's going. Please ring in on the studio line on 0116 482 2086, or you can send us a message on 077 488 55055. Now, guys, don't forget we're going to be having a quiz in our show as well. So if you want to get the chance of winning 2 lovely prizes, I've got it right here. If you guys can see, 2 lovely prizes. If you guys want the chance of winning those 2 prizes, please tune in and stay till the end to listen to the quiz questions, and then you can ring in on the studio line or send us a message on what your answers are. So the story of Nuh is said to be the most prophetic stories in the Quran. It teaches us faith during hardship and obedience to Allah and the consequences of rejecting the truth. And the story of Nuh appears in several surahs. So Surah Nuh, Surah Hud, Surah Al-Mu'minun, Surah Ash-Shu'ara, and Surah Al-Qamar. This story is very special, because Nuh had an amazing character and he stayed steadfast in his tawakkul, So I feel like this is a very good story to talk about.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Nuh alayhi salam?
Yeah, he's a very, very special prophet. I mean, he lived scholars do say that he remained, so in the Quran it states that he remained among them for 950 years, calling them. So scholars explain that he spent 950 years preaching, and he may have lived over 1,000 years. So to think someone as special was preaching Islam for that long.
That's crazy.
Being
Isn't
alive
it?
for that long
Yeah.
alone is crazy.
Yeah.
Preaching for that long as well is even more like remarkable. So
Yeah.
And
So-
what's crazy is that every time I read about stories of the prophets, I just realize they lived for so long. They preached so long. For example, Nuh alayhi salam, he preached for a very long time. And to think now that what is our average lifespan? Like 78 years.
Yeah. Compared to that, it's mental.
950 years, guys. Imagine Nuh alayhi salam was preaching Islam to everyone for 950 years.
yeah, and imagine by the time we get to like not even 80, like 60, 70, some of us are not like able to do much, not able to, maybe our health or whatever,
Yeah.
and then being able to preach at that age. I know it was very different back then,
Yeah.
but it's just like astonishing. Like, oh my god, like that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah. It does make him the longest serving prophet in history of the other prophets as well. So yeah.
SubhanAllah. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the story and the little stages of what happens in the story, and what troubles and hardships that Nuh alayhi salam faced, and how, if those troubles and hardships that we face as Muslims, how we can overcome them with the values that we can learn from this story. So a long, long time ago, Allah sent a prophet named Nuh, peace be upon him, to guide his people. Nuh loved his people and wanted them to do what was right so they could be safe and happy in this life and the next. So during the time of Nuh alayhi salam, the people had forgotten Allah, and instead of worshipping Allah alone, they started worshipping statues and idols. So Allah sent Nuh to warn the people and guide them back to Islam. And there's multiple Quran verses on where Nuh alayhi salam says to his people, saying, "Oh, warn your people before a punishment comes for them." So Nuh alayhi salam told them, worship Allah alone and stop worshipping idols, and ask Allah for forgiveness, because Allah is the most merciful. He's the most forgiving. Allah forgives. Allah is so forgiving. Just imagine with us. Imagine how much sin we commit. So Allah is very, very forgiving.
It's kind of adding to the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, where I think Pharaoh, when the whole story of Musa alayhi salam, and the fact that the angels threw sand in Pharaoh's mouth, so that
wow, I didn't know that.
they threw sand in his mouth because they thought that if he was going to ask for forgiveness, Allah would forgive him. So they tried to stop him basically, but that's how it shows how forgiving Allah really is. I think a lot of people forget that, especially if a lot of people commit sin and they're just like, no, that's a lot. Like, am I worthy of forgiving? But you are completely.
It's like even when you commit a sin, the guilt that you feel afterwards is really important, because
religious guilt.
you feeling the guilt is a sign to yourself that that it is wrong. It's better than you committing sin and be like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with what I did. Acknowledging the fact that you've done something wrong, and you're stepping up to saying, okay, I've done something wrong, like I need to repent. And just not being embarrassed of repenting, like we all need to be constantly repenting. Like, no one's perfect at all, and we all do mistakes. We all have mistakes and we all commit sin. So repenting, because knowing that Allah's going to forgive us all. Carrying on, he warned them about the consequences of turning away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but he also promised them forgiveness and mercy if they return sincerely. But despite all this effort, all of the people, they rejected him, and many mocked him, insulted him, and treated him as if he were foolish. Some people would even cover their ears and walk away when he spoke, because they just clearly just didn't want to listen to his message, just blocked him out. Yet Nuh alayhi salam, he remained patient, sincere, and compassionate, and he didn't give up on his people easily because he genuinely cared about their guidance. If you care about something, you're not just gonna give up straight away. You're gonna keep, like, for example, that's what you stand for. You're gonna keep going, and you're not just gonna give up lightly. So he wanted them to be saved, not just in this world, but in the next as well. However, like after centuries and centuries of rejection, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to him that the people who had persistently denied the truth would not believe. So at this point, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed Nuh alayhi salam to build a great ark. So the command itself seemed strange to the people around him. And then Nuh alayhi salam began constructing a massive ship on dry land far away from sea.
Wow.
So yeah.
It's like, I think I heard that the Ark is also the largest like ship created in Islamic history, or like in the Islamic era. Yeah, which is so unreal.
Because think about it, the ark had to fit as his family, the believers, and 2 of every animal.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Every single
Imagine a big elephant, a big
Giraffe.
elephant, and a little ant.
Yeah.
They're all on that same ark.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That is crazy. Do you want to carry on the story, Zainab?
Yeah, so, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he did warn that there will be a great flood and a great destruction, you could say. Yeah, like everything will be wiped off. So he instructed Nuh alayhi salam to bring as many people as he possibly could into the ark, into the ship, to keep them safe. And so during that time, it was kind of like the disbelievers' last chance almost to come back to Islam, believe in him almost. But there were only a handful of them that did enter the ship. And one of the most probably emotional Quran moments that tells us about the stories that his own son and his own wife refused to believe. There's a Quranic ayat that says that his son was apart from them. Nuh called, "My son, board with us." He replied, "I will take refuge on a mountain." So he refused to come on, and the wave came a lot stronger and he drowned. And that kind of just shows also like with Nuh alayhi salam, like the hardship that's up. Imagine your own son like not coming on, and his own wife was also a disbeliever.
Exactly. Growing up with the people around you just for them to turn away from you and not believe you. It's like when you're telling someone something serious or whatever, they're just like, make up, what are you talking about? And then you're just like, you're telling the truth, but they're telling you that you're lying, and you know, like, they're telling the truth.
And imagine how Nuh alayhi salam was feeling during that time. You know, when his son didn't want to board the ark with him, and his wife, he probably just felt really, really sad,
lonely as well. Because family's your family, you know? So not having your own family on your ark, knowing that this is going to be protected, is wild.
And it's just like knowing that there's nothing else you can do. Like you've already done your part. You've told them like listen to me, but you can't, like, you can only do something to an extent. You can't just be forcing them whatever. Like you're just, it's like you're almost scared for them. Like no, like But what happened next?
So obviously the believers boarded the ark, and 2 of every animal boarded the ark. So 2 of every, so male and female of each animal.
What is that?
An elephant, I don't know, a lion, like so many animals. Obviously, I don't really have the information about what the animals were, but they all boarded the ark. And then after some time, Allah told the rain to stop and water began to go down. So Allah said, "O earth, swallow your water, and O sky, withhold." In the Quran, verse 1144. So the ark finally rested safely on a mountain. Do you guys know what mountain it is?
Mount Judy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mount Judy.
So that